Hey guys, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. Here's another Plan With Me video, this time the monthly spread for the month of June. Today is June 6th and I'm a little bit late, but that's okay. So first I'll be showing you the supplies that I'm using for this month. I'm doing a cherry blossom over Mount Fuji kind of theme. And I'm using a Unicrew Toga mechanical pencil in 0.5 along with this Sakura Foam Arts Eraser that's super beat up right now, but it still does the job. And this is a Sailor Pro Gear Slim fountain pen. It's inked with Sailor Sakura Mori, and a TWSBI Eco fountain pen inked with Vinta Inks Julio, as well as these three pens, or markers, sorry. A Daiso soft marking pen, Zebra mild liner, and a Crayola super tip. And I'm also using this Muji gel pen in brown. Yeah, and also, I think that one's actually discontinued now, but yeah. My journal is the Tsuki bullet journal. So yeah, let's just get started. Like I said, I have a cherry blossoms over Mount Fuji theme. So I've been trying a lot of cherry blossoms recently, and I thought it would be a really nice and simple theme to go with. There's only 3 colors, so not too complicated and pretty simple to draw cherry blossoms. They're just 5 petals and a spiky ends on the petals. Pretty straightforward. If you're not too sure, just pencil it in first. That way you can always erase if you make a mistake. So I'm using the fountain pens to draw the outlines instead of a black fine liner because I think it gives a softer look. And I especially like how the ink in this fountain pen is called Sakura Mori, which is pink like cherry blossoms, so it fits, and it just gives like a much softer look than like harsh black edges, even though that's generally my style, like black fine liner. But yeah, it's nice to, try something new. And these colors, I think, or the inks I've been using did not bleed when I put marker over them, although some fountain pen inks do that. I should probably make a fountain pen video, to be honest, because I think I've gotten a couple of requests about it. And I'll do the same with the other pen, and the other pen is a pastel blue ink, which I would be using to outline the mountains on the side, which you'll see in a bit. The TWSBI Eco is a super awesome pen. It's really, it's medium range, no, it's like on the beginner range end, but like the ink capacity for that pen is crazy. It takes me so long to finish it up. And this ink is kind of special because it's pastel. It also has glitter in it, but you just can't see. And it doesn't show up well unless it's in like Tomo River paper, but I don't have that, so it's okay. The pastel blue color is nice. And yeah, I'm not using the inks to shade in the page because that would take way too long, but you'll see later. So yeah, anyways, this is a pretty late video, although this time last year my June Plan With Me came out on like the last day of June, so this is still better than before. I know I haven't been super active. I'm sure you guys have all seen the news and stuff, and I have just taken a bit of time to kind of educate myself about Black Lives Matter and some really important topics regarding racism and systematic racism, especially police brutality and other issues happening around the world, such as the terror bill that is trying to be passed in the Philippines. I'm not sure if it's been passed yet, but that is that's a really serious issue because it targets peaceful protesters, just like those who are protesting in the States right now. And I haven't seen a lot of exposure on it recently, so I highly recommend you read up about that. I'm from the Philippines, that's why this is kind of an important issue to me. I mean, it should be an important issue to everyone, but I wanted to highlight that one as well alongside Black Lives Matter protests. And I highly suggest you read up on all the things that are going on right now. Don't be afraid to don't be afraid to look at the news. Being informed is really important, and please do not hide from, important subjects right now. And I know you may have come to this video to escape from that maybe, but I really need to use my platform to talk about things like this, even though I don't have that many subs. But yeah, I have some links in the description if you want to read about it. And I also have a few posts in my Instagram highlight that I would highly encourage you to start reading there, especially if you don't know anything yet, or if you're like kind of confused as to what's happening. There are a lot of really great summarizing posts that I've put in my highlight. So yeah, right now I think I'm using the Daiso soft marking pen to color in the mountains. It's like it's a mild liner knockoff, I'll say it. It's a really great mild liner knockoff, highly recommend. Mild liners come at like $2 Canadian for a single marker, while these ones come at five pens for $2 at Daiso. So if there's a Daiso near you, I highly recommend you go get some, because I've been using, this is my second marker of this kind. I used them a lot in high school because they were really cheap and they did the job. So yeah, another good tip is to just change the color a little bit by going over it twice. It will get darker and it won't look like, you know how it's like you use two markers and they're like both blue, but one is a slightly like cooler or warmer shade of blue, but it ends up not matching. So this is a great way to just alter the values, I don't know, like alter the values of your colors without sacrificing like overall cohesiveness. And yeah, I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Honestly, now that I think about it, I should have made the foreground mountains darker than the background mountains, because that would make more sense, I think. But too late for that now, and I think you might not have noticed it unless I said it, so I don't know what I just did to myself. Yeah, I'm using the Muji gel pen in brown to draw in the branch that the cherry blossoms are on, but it's really dark ink and it doesn't really show up as brown like it normally would, but I think on the blue it really came out just more like normal pen, so that's kind of a bummer, but it's still okay, I think. Yeah, I forgot what the original pencil sketch looked like, so I really had to wing this one, and I highly recommend you try to take a picture of your pencil sketch or something before you line it, that way you know what your original plan was. And yeah, but I don't know, I've been drawing a lot of branches recently, so I guess it looks okay. It looks alright. Yeah, I'm using the same pen now to do the title for June. I just did numbers in this, I don't really know how to describe this font, but I just did 06 instead of writing out the word June. I mean, it's just a style choice. And then I write my monthly tasks on the left side of the page, so I have a little header for that, and then I used my Sailor pen to do the weekly headers in pink. That way it wouldn't be too dark, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of how the brown stands out against the other colors. I probably should have just used blue instead, but actually no, I think it's alright. Too late for that now anyway. And I'm also using the pastel blue to ink in the edges. So for this one, I actually used 0 black fine liners, no fine liners at all. They're just a really nice way to achieve a different look with your spreads, and it's also a nice way for me to use up some of my fountain pen ink, because if you buy a 15 milliliter bottle of ink, it will take you pretty much a year to finish it, because you have multiple pens and they really don't go through ink that quickly. A pen holds about a milliliter in it, sometimes even less, and maybe a little bit more. So yeah, honestly, fountain pens are really awesome. I highly recommend them. It's more ergonomic in the sense that you don't have to press down when you're writing with them, so it's comfortable to write with for long periods of time. I'm using the Crayola Super Tip that I used to color in the cherry blossoms to draw the circles for the dates in each box. I usually do this just to add an extra pop of color. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could have drawn them to be small cherry blossoms in each one, but that would be kind of overkill, I guess. I don't know. And then I'm using the brown gel pen to write in the dates. Yeah, honestly, I've been really liking this A5 size journal, or it's just under A5. I was using an A6 for a really long time, but I really love the amount of space this gives me to decorate. And that's about it for the monthly page. Now, this is the only other page I set up in my monthly setups. So it's like some people make like 10-page setups of like their budget and their mood tracker and their habit trackers and like brain dumps and stuff like that. I just kind of merge whatever I need all into one page. This is a habit tracker / meal tracker, since I have been trying to be more healthy in this time of like quarantine. So I've actually been exercising every day, so I wanted to track that, and I wanted to make sure that I'm not eating too much junk food. So on the left side, I have a very simple habit tracker that you just have the numbers 1 to 30 on the left side, and then you write in the dot. You draw in a dot if you've completed the habit or activity. And then on the right side, I have a meal tracker for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. Honestly, I'm going to explain it later at the end. So, I know I like purposely filmed a little clip of me pointing at each header so that I would like be able to say this blurb, and I kind of forgot that I was going to do that. Yeah. It's really satisfying to see my May tracker all filled out. I really enjoyed this page. I thought I wouldn't be able to keep up with it, but like honestly, after a bit of trial and error, you kind of figure out what you can like you kind of figure out what you can handle, or like my advice is to don't go overboard with trackers, especially if you're trying out bullet journaling for the first time. It's really easy to see other people like have really beautiful trackers that are really satisfying when they're all filled up, but like in my experience, when I started doing that, I didn't fill them out at all. So yeah. I'm using the Sailor again to write habit tracker up at the top, and later on I added a few like floating cherry blossom petals, but they didn't make it into this video because I added them like a day after. You can see it on my Instagram, but actually no, you can't. I don't post pictures of this spread. But yeah, and then I drew a little cherry blossom on the side. Oh wait, I did add them in the video. That's nice. Oh, I totally forgot I did. Okay, yeah. This is the completed habit and meal tracker. So we've got the habit tracker on the left side with the dates. Then we have the place where I write my activity for the day, and then breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. I can't believe I mistimed that, but what can you do? So yeah, that's about it for this monthly spread. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please like the video, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out my Instagram at lexiesdesk. Same thing for Etsy and TikTok. And yeah, I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, bye.